What's up, guys? Welcome to Run It Back. I'm your host, Blair Bomber, and this episode is a train wreck. It was fun. It was kind of a nightmare though, because here's what happened. My boy, Big Jake, came on. He was in town in Chicago seeing me, and we decided that we were gonna do the White Men Can't Jump podcast episode. And we did it, but we got through maybe 30 minutes of the movie, and we just kept stopping to talk. Mostly I kept stopping to talk. Actually, I was the one that stopped to talk. And Jake tried to, he did his best. I'll say he did his best. Could have been better, but he did his best. But the first half hour of this podcast is me and him kind of just going back and forth talking about the movie for the first 30 minutes. And then we stopped. We couldn't keep going. And I took it the rest of the way home. About a week later. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's a lot of fun. If you like banter, you're gonna enjoy this episode. If you like Big Jake, if you like me, if you love Jake and you love me, you listen to the entire thing. Let's get going. Let's go right into it. It's already too long. We are talking about the movie. I don't know the movie and how I remember it from back in the day. I remember it being like, I wasn't supposed to. I remember feeling bad for Woody Harrelson only because he was white.
But he uses it to his advantage.
He is hustling. Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, it's just a white guy taking money from black people.
You gotta game the system, man. I'm all on board with this.
Yeah, that's what
That's the way to do it too. Because it's like, did I tell that story when I was playing pool at this horrible bar back in Whatcom County, and this guy was me and these guys. I used to work at Bob's. Remember that Bob's used to work at? I used to work up there, and me and the cooks would go out and drink at this tiny little country bar. And there's a pool table in the back. And one day we're hanging out, and my buddy and I were shooting pool, and I'm terrible at pool. And this dude walks up. He looked like Tim McGraw in Friday Night Lights. Just like a real piece of shit.
I hated him.
He's the best. He's the best. My God. By the way, he did not redeem himself at all. He beat the shit out of his kid in front of his girlfriend, and all he did was give him a hug at the end. And all of a sudden, I forgive you.
I cried like a bitch when I saw that. Oh my God, gets me every time.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Oh.
Also, their problems are not solved. His dad is still an asshole.
He's definitely still an alcoholic. Yeah.
Great scene when he tapes the football to his hands and just beats him.
That's a heavy scene.
I can hold on to the ball, Dad. No, get the hell out of here. Remember that? Man. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I do remember that.
Billingsley. Party at Taylor's house, Billingsley. Oh. Come on, man. I'm so on point with these references right now.
Yeah. No, your money, baby.
What are we talking about?
We're supposed to be talking about White Men Can't
Jump. I know, but we were on a tangent that got us to. Oh, the guy. Okay, the pool shark I was telling you about.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, just we'll do this when we start the movie.
Right. Yeah. I'm
playing pool, and this guy rolls up there looking like Tim McGraw in Friday Night Lights, kind of racist. And you gonna play some pool, guys? You gonna play? I'm not any good. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, how am I to know if you're not any good? He's like, well, look at my hand. And he holds up his hand, and his pointer finger was half a pointer finger, and then the first digit of his middle finger was gone, just nubs, And I'm looking at that I'm like, I don't know how that would be is this a disadvantage? He's like, yeah, man, my hands on. I'm like, let's put money on it. I'm like, okay, you only have 7 fingers.
What could go wrong?
And this dude, it was the hand he would put down.
Yeah, of course.
And it literally looked like it was an advantage.
Yeah.
And he ran the hell out of us.
Yeah.
And it probably just been sitting around all week waiting for some asshole like me to walk into this bar. Yeah. He flashes me these fucking fingers. Dude, he couldn't even break a hymen with his fingers.
Damn. Ouch. I don't know why that's ouch, but
ouch, man.
That's clearly a point of pride and something you want to do. So
yeah, I mean, every now and then, he's got to finger a girl to break her hymen.
Hey, we keep ending up in these places.
Let's start this,
please.
All right. So we're like 15 minutes in? Not even.
Yeah, about that.
You don't ever remember the weird opening where he's walking up on the 3 dudes that are singing together, the quartet, and they're singing, and he's just sitting there. Three black dudes are sitting there singing for money. Hilarious, I guess.
Nobody around.
Nobody around. It's 6 in the morning.
There's no one anywhere.
And then he goes, and then he's like, "Yeah, guys, yeah." You ever see like a really excited kid when it was street magic? That's what it looked like. It looked like so condescending the way he was doing it.
It was a little over the top.
It was so over the top.
Yeah, it was definitely that.
And why doesn't he just ask? Because all he did was ask, "Hey, are these the right courts?" And it's clear that they are the right courts. And he's like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a nap now." And he goes and like takes a nap on his basketball.
Is that what it was? So it was just early in the morning.
Yeah,
it was
before.
Okay,
he's got there
that
8
makes
hours
more
early.
sense. So he's just excited for the game, man. Good. It's dedication.
Yeah, I love the horrible burns in this movie. Are so with your mom. They're doing your mama jokes. That's crazy to me.
This is the most 90s movie.
It's super. I love like the one guy gets all mad and upset. He's like, "Yo, mom, that's my mama."
It's just yo mama jokes and Jordan jerseys and just.
I do.
It's beautiful.
I would definitely rock what Wesley Snipes is wearing right now. The double low cut tank top.
That's. Wesley Snipes does not wear an entire like actual shirt this entire movie. I'm pretty sure, and I'm here for it.
I almost don't want him to be with a shirt on.
He's so shredded.
He's got to be on everything, right? He's got to be on all of this stuff, all the TRT.
Or maybe he's just built like that, man. You know, some guys just are.
No, but remember him in Major League? That was the 80s.
That's true.
And he was skinny, and now he's
yoked. I forgot about that movie.
Dude, look like he's trapped out.
Yeah, he is swole.
Yeah, this is getting super erotic.
Yeah,
now. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. Let's fucking watch Wesley Snipes fucking this movie.
Whoa.
He isn't
what
fucking
we're about
anybody.
to watch is fucking
Wesley Snipes
get fucked by fucking Billy Hoyle.
I love the commitment of his hustle when he's sitting there and he's like starts stretching. And by the way, the worst stretches ever. And then he does when he's jumping, when he does jump tucks. Yeah. Could you imagine if you're sitting there, you're waiting to get on the court, and you're up next, you've been sitting down, you stand up and you start doing jump tucks? You'd be laughed out the court.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
Another thing that I think is definitely a flaw of this movie is the people that are the extras that are watching it, like they're not reacting to anything. People are just watching this game. So when Wesley Snipes had that where he blocked the guy and puts him on the ground, by the way, you're done. You're not coming back on the court if he sets you down like that. And then all people are watching this game and no one's reacting. I don't know why I watched this the other day. Speaking of things that are kind of homoerotic, I watched the volleyball scene from Top Gun.
Yeah.
And people are like cheering them off, like, "Whoa!" There's no cheering here.
There wasn't. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, you get blocked like that guy got blocked.
Yeah, it would have been over.
Fourth graders know to scream like that.
Yeah, true.
All right, but yeah, let's get back to our boy Billy Hoyle. Mm-hmm. I love the part. He's like, "This guy? Why? I'm white. He's white. He's white. He's really white.
Yeah. Look at him. He's white.
Look at him. He's definitely white." By the way, this is every white guy's dream is to be on a court playing basketball full of black people, and you come on there getting no respect. I get no respect. And you go out there and you ball
that one video that the white kid when he crosses up that kid and then buries a three in the corner.
That'll get your dick hard any day of the week. That'd be the best. That'd be the best.
It's so great.
I've only done that like 4 or 5 times.
I've never done that.
You've never done that. I have.
Cross people up, man.
Dude, Washington State. Remember when we went out there that first summer? People were like talking all this. I'm like, I'm gonna pull all you guys in jail. And then it was me, you, Zach, and like Aaron Dunn or someone. We beat everybody else.
In like Austin Elo. It was
Austin Elo. R.I.P.
Austin Elo. Shout out.
Okay. Masterful trash talk. Masterful.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As far as like, and because I think a lot of trash talking is just bravado. It's a lot of what Wesley Snipes does in this. Is just like talking louder.
Yeah.
But if you're really trying to get in someone's head and you just sit there and you be whispering in their ears and shit, ooh. And he can back it up too.
Well, yeah. I mean, he just hit five jumpers in a row. You know.
Which I want to say when I first saw this, I was like not that impressed. Like, oh, they're shooting jump shots, and then I realized like, oh, to make 5 in a row with money on the line, and in reality, they would probably have both just missed, and then it's first to make one. That's how we would do it. It's like, all right, I'll make the best out of 5.
Yeah, it would be the best out of 5, which is what they did, right?
Well, I mean, I know they just kept shooting until someone missed.
Well, yeah, that's because they made them all.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
You are so fucking trash. I can't take. By the way, that's something my dad. That's like the most dad thing in the world. Is every dad, our dad's age, our parents' age, saw this movie, and then for the rest of their life, they never stopped doing the. This is not my spot. I never do this. I would never make 3 in a row. I'll never make 3 in a row. Oh man, it is I'll never. My dad's done that with anything he's ever done that he's good at. That's how he opens it.
That sounds like.
He'd be like, we're like something about like shooting like a paper towel into the garbage can.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, this is not even my spot. It's not even my. It's not. I'm not even. I'll never. And he makes it. I can't. I'm so lucky. And it's one of those when you realize when your parents like you think that you haven't seen the movie yet. I haven't seen the movie before. I thought he was just being funny, but he's a hack.
He's just got that. Yeah.
Ed's a hack piece of shit
to bust out whenever
he does 2 things. He does
time.
He does that one, and he does the Steve Zahn from Sahara when he says get the check. Oh, I'll get the check. Oh no, I got it. No, I know it's okay. Remember in Sahara when they go to that store and then McConaughey gets up and leaves, and he leaves Steve Zahn with the check, and Steve Zahn goes, "Oh, you know what? I got it. No, it's okay. No, sit down. I got it." Ed has done that every time we've gone to get food since 2005. Every single time the check comes down, we'll go to a Mexican place, spend a bunch of money on food, and I'll be 12 years old. I'm 12. He'd be like, I got it. I got it. I'm like, and now I'm 27. We got Mexican food when I went home a couple months ago. Before the check even dropped, I got it. I was this close to paying for it, but I didn't have the $80. And Brady was there. Should have been Brady pay for it.
Should have.
I'm a fucking riff machine, man. I don't know. You gotta keep up, dude. Will you, dude? I'm just on a roll, man. And you got it. You got it. You know what, dude? You gotta get with it or get lost, dude. Get with it or get lost. You know who said that? The boss, Rick Ross. Ugh.
All right, man.
I'm gonna fucking.
Bro, what you want me to do? You tell me a fucking story.
I don't know, man. It's just like bring something to the table, will you?
All right, go fuck yourself.
Okay, so I barely remember where we even left off in the last episode because Jake and I we were boozing a little bit, we were rolling, we were riffing. I was riffing, he wasn't riffing for shit. He didn't know what he was doing. He was steering the headlights, man. He's not a professional, okay? He's a professional. Lift things. I must lift. Love the guy. Dude can't riff. It's not his fault. But anyway, the rest of this movie, I'll say this. I remember it being better. That's all I'll say. But I was also younger when I saw it, so I hadn't played as much basketball. I hadn't seen as much as I've seen. And I get that things are dramatized for a movie. Like with Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights was dramatized in kind of like in the way in which they won, where they didn't actually make it to the state championship, but they lost the last second on a scramble by Mock Winchell. I get that. You got to dramatize that part. But I would say, and that's all good. With this one, however, with White Men Can't Jump, it was dramatic like Remember the Titans was dramatic. Remember how they win and Remember the Titans? They bring in their backup quarterback who hasn't played in like 8 weeks to run the double reverse option, and then the white quarterback gets out in front and just truck sticks 4 people on the way to the state championship. It's ridiculous. It is honestly ridiculous. But we love it. And I think that's why I love White Men Can't Jump, because it is ridiculous. It does kind of fall off a little bit the older you get, but still hilarious. I still really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But and you have seen it, you'll enjoy this. Honestly, it was funny to me how over the top Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes were, because they had to be. Everything was turned all the way up. Like their dynamic of them as teammates was, I'm gonna get you mad. No, I'm gonna yell at you. I'm gonna yell at you. And they're just pushing and shoving. They're literally pushing and shoving in games every game. Could you imagine if you were playing any, not even a non-sanctioned game? Let's say you were playing in like a rec league or like a pickup basketball game, and you and your boy on the same team in the middle of play were just shoving back and forth. You'd be asked to leave. You'd be like, hey guys, we know that you guys hate or love each other, but we're trying to have a little bit of fun here, and you guys are ruining the fun for everyone. They're not having any fun, and money's in the line, but not even that much money, because in White Man Can't Jump, the most they ever bet is like $1,700, which I guess is a lot for 2-on-2 basketball, but still. And even just the premise of white guy, black guy, we're going to team up we're going to put our differences aside and go and get this money. Because the ultimate goal is they play this tournament and the winner wins $5,000. That just seems like a whatever. So, okay, long story short. Billy and Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes' character, Billy and Sydney, they come together to hustle. Cool. Then Sydney hustles Billy, and Billy's girl, Rosie Perez, Perez, she must be why I love Puerto Rican women, because she was so all the way up. I loved it. She was so hot. I'm losing. See, I can't even focus on the podcast without thinking about Rosie Perez too much. Anyway, Sydney and Billy come together. They go and play this tournament. They win this tournament. Cool. But and pretty much the penultimate thing of the whole movie is Sydney's talking shit to Billy, like, oh man, you should have dunked that last ball. You should have dunked that last ball. It's like, and he's like, no, I want to win the game. I can dunk. He's like, no, you can't dunk. Yes, I can. Basically, the entire movie is propped up on the idea of white dudes can't jump and get no respect from the black community because they can't dunk. We already know that's not true. There have been plenty of white guys that could dunk. We know this, but it's dramatized for this very purpose. Billy's like, give me 3 tries. I'll dunk. And this is after he already played a tournament. He's not even warm yet. Billy, why are you putting your $2,500 on the line when you're cold? That's what bummed me out the most, was that he was like, I can dunk, but he's like wearing his sweats and a sweatshirt, and he's not warm. They're driving in the car. You ever play a pickup game, and then an hour and a half later, you're on your way home, you get out of the car, and you can't even you have to have your friend help you out of the car? And these guys are in their late 20s, early 30s. They got to be in their early 30s in this. Of course he can't dunk then. But to put his money on the line like that, and everyone is just ruthless about the money in this movie. It's crazy. Like, if Sydney was really Billy's boy, he would never have even taken the money from him in the first place after he lost the bet. I know a bet's a bet, and the check that they got, it's in Billy's name. Sydney can't even cash it. I don't know. I shouldn't really I don't want to be that guy that just gets into the plot holes and what's wrong with the movie. I love this movie, and I should probably, I'm gonna stop shitting on it for a moment, because I did really enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, the basketball in it doesn't really matter. You can watch it and be like, that's not really how basketball is. The same way I said Remember the Titans doesn't really how football was in high school. We understand that. But the dunk at the end, I don't know. I'm just gonna see, because we fell off the rails a little bit with Big Jake, and now I'm scrambling a little bit, and now I'm mumbling about what happened in this movie. What I'm trying to say is, I love this movie. I really enjoyed it. But does it hold up? I think the answer is yes and no, because it's something that the basketball in it's terrible. They're not really. No one hoops like that. It's not realistic enough for me. For a contemporary hoop film, it could have been a little bit better. And okay, here's the thing that just really, the trash talk. I'm gonna put some clips of the trash talk at the very end of this, just so you guys know what I'm talking about. Basically, it's just yo mama jokes the entire time. These guys making mom jokes, and not good mom jokes, bad 90s mom jokes. Is that how people used to talk? I don't know. I wasn't old. I gotta ask my dad, I guess. I gotta ask Eddie B what he thought about if there was, because he played pickup game back in the day. Were people trash talking like that? It had to have been better. Were people just dumber back then? They just lack creativity? Because you can do a circle nowadays, dude. You go to a game nowadays, and guys are talking trash, and it's good. They'll get after it. These guys don't care. They'll go for the throw. They don't go. You have to go to your mom. They can just pick at your game and take you down. They will. They will too. You know, here's the real thing. Movie was definitely made by a white guy. It's the same guy that made Bull Durham. So even though it's very centered in black culture, it's the white savior. It's the Billy Hoyle. And all of us whites that want to believe we can go play at a high level. Billy really had no business being, I mean, he was the best player on the court, but he would have been exposed in 2-on-2. Can't defend anybody. You attack Billy every time. He's not that strong. And so you can hide a guy like Billy in 5-on-5, put him on the worst player, run him in the corner. He'll trade 3 for 2s. That's good. But they're playing by 1s. There are no 2s in this entire movie. So the fact that there's no 2s really hurts the fact that Billy's his mid-range game. There was multiple times where Sidney had a wide open lane and he kicked it to Billy for the 2. Are you telling me that Billy Hoyle is going to shoot a higher percentage from 15 feet than Sidney will at 1 foot from the basket? Get out of my face. And I want to believe, look, the poster of my podcast is a tribute to Billy Hoyle's character. I felt like Billy Hoyle many times in my career. Being the only white guy, it is daunting. But I would be insane to think that I can shoot a 15-footer or 10-footer, a free throw, better than someone can shoot a layup. It's just the laws of probability don't make sense. It's crazy. I don't know. The movie's funny though. It's funny in how absurd it is. Like the fighting, the trash talk, the back and forth. And what was funny to me is they win the tournament, and then Billy loses his money. And then his girl wins on Jeopardy. I love that she's killing it on Jeopardy. That's a great scene. But then to make it like his girl's leaving him, and he's gonna go play these guys to get his glory back. It's like it's all he has. And it's kind of a sad ending because his girl leaves him, and then and he's like, turns to Wesley Snipes. He's like, hey man, I should probably get a job. No shit, you should get a job. Your only way of making money is hustling people on the courts at Venice Beach? Of course get a job. Of course. What do you think you're going to do? He's like waiting for the summer league to call him. No one gets called from the summer league. If you're not already... There I go again. Why do I do this? Why do I shit on a movie that I love? I love this movie. I do. And I hadn't seen it in a long time. And to me, honestly, it held up in not so much in the content, but in the way in which I enjoyed it. Because I really enjoyed it a lot. I loved it. Because they're just hooping, man, and they're just grinding it. And the fact that all these guys, I think the part I love the most about it is the fact that all these dudes have this like regular job, but the only thing they really love is basketball. I mean, and their wives and their kids, sure, whatever. There's that scene after Billy gets hustled and he goes to Sydney's place with his girl, and he sees the guys that hustled him, and they're talking, and they're all fighting and yelling at each other and calling each other, names like, you cotton head, and then there's some kind of a racist, I think Billy Hoyle said some racist shit. He said something racist, I forget what it was. But then there's like the shot by Kareem, or was it Magic? Or he hits like the sky hook. And they stop fighting and start cheering for the Lakers. I love that, dude. Because that's the power of sports right there. That's what it is. You go out there and you just 1 second you're like, fuck you. Show my money. Hold on. What's the score of this game? How much time left? Oh my God. No. Yes. Yeah. And now they're all friends again. And now it doesn't matter. Black, white, doesn't matter. They all love the game. Sports brings people together, guys. I think we all know this. Maybe that's what I was trying to say the entire time. Sports springs us together. Sports bring us together. I don't know. Look, this was a wild episode between me and Jake going way too ham. Well, me going ham. Big Jake couldn't keep up. It's okay. To this, whatever this mumble rap. This is a mumble rant. I'm a mumble ranter. That's what I am. AKA Blair Bomber, AKA. See, I can't say my own name without mumbling. Blair Bomber, AKA Mumble Ranter. Put that on my tombstone. All right, I'm going to put some tracks at the end of this for you guys to hear of all the trash talk from this movie. If you made it this far, you probably turned it off by now. But if you're still with me, just listen to the things at the end of this and you'll enjoy it. Cool? All right. I'm Blair Bomber. Why do I say my full name? It's me. I'm Blair. You're already here. You know my last name. I'm Blair. This is Run It Back. You were with me. I was kind of with you guys if I knew who you were. If you liked the episode, shoot me a message. Tell me you liked it. Tell me what you didn't like about it. Actually, don't do that second part. Just tell me you liked it. That's all I need to know. Tell me you liked it. Tell me you liked it. Please tell me you liked it. Just tell me you liked it. I'll feel a lot better about me if you tell me that you like me. All right, I'm out of here.
We're going to get a little competition, because if not, hey, I want to get a sweat. I got better things to do with my Saturday. You know that. Oh, my God. Sucker being fair. What a great no-look pass, too. Am I right? The mustard is off the hot dog, you big corn-fed mule. Another frick. Hey, Lurch, I looked up basketball player in the dictionary and said, nice. Hey, boy, I got something for you. I got some bean pie for you. Hey, you ain't going to see $5,000. You may see 5,000 beans. Do you ever shut up? Do you ever shut the fuck up? What the fuck are you worried about? I'm in the zone, man. I'm in the fucking zone. Would you relax? I'm in the zone.